Paper files of the early West record many stories of famous and notorious characters of that period. The Wild Bunch of Wyoming, headed by Butch Cassidy, organized one of the most desperate gang of outlaws in the 90s. This hard-riding, gun-slinging band of desperados graduated from cattle rustling to hijacking mainline trains and mainline banks.
What did I tell you about useless killing? You know it's against my religious upbringing.
I thought he was going for a gun.
You wouldn't even give a man a chance to blow his nose. You know something, Smiley? If you weren't a friend of mine, I'd ride you out of the bunch.
Oh, Butch, you wouldn't do that, would you?
Nah, I guess I wouldn't. Get the money and let's get out of here.
Over $100,000 in banknotes, and they ain't worth a crime dime.
I wouldn't worry about it, Smiley. It's still money.
You know this stuff's no good unless the bank president signs it, though.
Here's a dollar bill. You tell me, who signed it?
Well, how should I know?
That's right. Neither does anybody else, for the very simple reason that they never bothered to... So, all we gotta do is to think up some good signatures and sign them. Hey, Dogface, slip on down to the store and get us some ink and a handful of pens, will you?
Sure will, Butch.
Oh, and Dogface, while you're there, get us a pair of scissors so we can cut these bills apart, will you?
Yeah.
While we're waiting, we'll think up some good, highly respectable names. You got any suggestions, Smiley?
Jack Monroe, the heavyweight contender. And I'll bet 10 of his 10s that he flattens Jim Jeffries in the 10th.
I'll take that bet. And now, gents, I'd like to make a suggestion. I nominate for the 20s our new president, Bronco bustin' and dead shot, Teddy Roosevelt! Hooray!
Frank and I were set down to check on a freight shipment destined for Alma, New Mexico. My name's Matt Clark. My partner is Frankie Adams. We're railroad detectives.
This bill of lading says there's saloon equipment in these crates.
Yeah, signed to Jim Lowe, Alma, New Mexico.
What's this all about, Matt?
The freight bill was paid off with this.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
You would if the boss paid you off on it.
This one's signed by Joan of Arc.
Take a look at this one. Signed by Poker Annie.
How much of this counterfeit was the railroad stuck with?
It's not counterfeit. 2 men were killed. $150,000 in unsigned and uncut notes were taken in a holdup.
Well, that's no problem. All we have to do is follow these crates to Alma.
Well, it's not that easy. These bills could have changed hands several times before the railroad got to them. I want you to run a careful check to see if any more of this turns up. I'm going on to Alma. You get back to headquarters, and I'll get in touch with you later.
Sure thing, Matt.
I followed the shipment to Alma. Anyone buying saloon equipment would need the liquor to go with it. Hey, you're the boss.
What you selling?
Anything that goes over the bar.
He's inside.
You know, we may not get any customers, but you fellas will drink enough to show a profit around here. Hey! Take it easy with them boxes. They're full of guano.
Beg your pardon, mister.
What do you want?
I see you're opening up a new saloon.
Yeah, me and my partner's been drinking so much, we figured it'd be a lot cheaper to own our own dive. What are you selling?
Anything you and your partners are drinking. This is some of my private stock. You like it, I can make you a good deal.
Hey, Smiley, the bar's open. Come on over and have a shot.
real smooth.
Yeah? That's pretty good stuff, mister. How much a barrel?
$50.
50 bucks. Fine, I'll take 4 barrels.
Good.
Yeah? What do you want?
Are you the proprietor?
Yeah. Are you a salesman?
I am that.
Hey, I'll be with you in just a minute. Let's see, 4 times 50, that's 200 bucks, right?
Right.
Here you are. I always pay cash for my merchandise. When can I expect delivery?
In about a week.
Good. Now, what can I do for you?
Whiskey salesman?
Yep.
That's strange. I thought I knew all my competitors. I see you drink my brand.
What do you mean, your brand?
This whiskey is made by the old Laurel Brook distillery that I represent. The finest that money can buy.
See the train go round the bend. Goodbye, my lover, goodbye. She's loaded down with a detective pin. Goodbye, my lover, goodbye. Hey, mister.
Yeah?
The boss wants to double that order. Come on, boys.
What's the big idea?
Just walk right on into that barn.
What's a big idea? Not carrying a gun.
Who are you, mister?
I sell whiskey.
You're no whiskey salesman. Now, we're into town.
Want it.
But I'll bet he's a detective.
That's one bet I ain't gonna take, because we ain't staying around here long enough to find out.
But what about our saloon?
Come here, Smiley. We don't want anything more to do with that saloon, see? What we want is a great big dive with a long, long bar, just loaded with firewater and dancing girls.
Girls?
Frankie went on back to the Denver office, and I began trying to get a lead on the Wild Bunch. It often happens when you're after men on the dodge, they're never where you expect them. Towns and cities in Utah, North Dakota, and Montana continued to be raided by Butch Cassidy and his desperados. I searched Utah and started moving over into Colorado when the Wild Bunch cut out on a bank and went amok in Nevada. One of the Logan boys was shot during the getaway. Then the bunch disappeared, and things quieted down. Once again, the stolen banknotes with the phony signatures began to show up, this time in San Antonio, Texas. Being a lot closer than I was, Frankie got to Texas first and moved in on a tip-off that a big spender by the name of Jim Ryan had bought a cash interest in the Alamo Saloon.
Boy, Butch, this is a life. Girls.
Yeah, acres and acres and acres of them. I like the new one.
The blonde in the middle?
Yeah, hired her this morning.
Hey, look, she's coming over here.
Please, you're spoiling my routine.
Honey, on you, it looks good.
Think I'll go around back and see how she likes her new job.
She don't want no hairy-haired cowpoke like you. What she wants is a dude.
Come in.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Ryan.
That last number that you did, my dear, was great.
Thank you.
By the way, they gave you a grand old name, Rosie O'Grady.
I'm glad you like it.
What are you doing tonight after the show?
Well, I have an engagement.
Oh, well, you can just forget that. You see, I've made all arrangements for a beautiful evening.
Oh, hello, Butch. I was gonna...
Well, Thanks, Smiley. It was very nice of you. You got here just in time. Thank you very much. The beginning of a beautiful evening. You like champagne?
Well, I've only had it once before, and that was a special occasion.
Well, now, in opening champagne, you've got to be an expert. Watch me. Go ahead. Now, yours.
Thank you.
Mine. Here's to you and me. May our business association get happier and happier, and we get closer and closer as time goes by.
Oh, it tickles, doesn't it?
Not half as much as you tickle me. You know something? Rosie, you're due for a promotion. Instead of getting one of these, you should be getting two.
Why, Mr. Ryan, $20. Is it real?
What do you mean, is it real? Whose name's on that bill?
Why, it says Rosie O'Grady. That's me.
That's what I think of you.
I was wondering if you had a picture of yourself that I might put on my dressing table. After all, I don't want the other girls to date my boss.
Taking over, huh? Yeah, I think it can be arranged. I can have a picture made for you.
Now, if you don't mind, I have to change for my next number.
Antonio, Frankie was expecting me to meet her here this morning. She didn't show up, but there was a letter. It looked important. Dear Matt, this is a copy of a picture given to me by an old friend. If you recognize anyone in the enclosed picture, you can pick them up at the Alamo Saloon, signed Frankie.
Hi, babe. Wanted to talk to you. Hey, going someplace?
Well, I have a very important business appointment.
Oh, now, you can't do this to me now.
Mr. Ryan, control yourself.
Oh, you've stalled me off long enough. Not anymore. Come on.
Wow.
You can say that again. Come on. We're going for a ride.
Where to?
Don't ask so many questions. This is going to be a big surprise. Now, you wait right here. Hey, Smiley, come on, come on. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
I got it, boss. It's for a perfect figure, medium size.
Here you are, honey. It costs $200, but it'll look like $1 million when you fill it. Here, come on, put it in, put it in.
It's beautiful, but where would I ever wear anything so fancy?
To your wedding, of course.
My wedding? I'm not getting married.
Oh, yes, you are. We're on our way to Laredo now to get married. And after that, we're going to have a long, long honeymoon in Mexico. Yeah. You're invited to the wedding. To the honeymoon. Well, come on, put it on, put it on.
Oh, but, Mr. Ryan, I couldn't possibly do that. I don't know you well enough.
Oh, yes, you do. Now, let me tell you a thing or two. Whatever the boss says goes. Now, get into that outfit.
You put it away, Smiley. It won't be necessary. Will it, honey?
Well, all right, but I'll have to have some privacy. So why don't you boys step outside and I'll call you when I'm ready.
And have you duck out on the boss? Uh-uh. Now, get that dress on and make it snappy. We're staying.
No, we're not staying. I'm staying. Now, you go down and get that champagne and make sure it's good and cold. Well, you can change right behind the screen, honey. Go on, go on, go on.
Well, here I am.
Wow. Gee, I sure made a mistake, honey. You don't look like $1 million. You look like $2 million.
Put me up, would you, Mr. Ryan?
Mr. Ryan, she calls me. You know, honey, after we're married, we sort of settle down to a nice home life. you could start calling me Butch, couldn't you? Huh?
Would you please get my shawl for me?
Oh, right away, babe, right away. Yeah. You know, I'm not used to handling these lacy things, but how's that? Now, if you'll just take my arm, missus, we'll go right down to the coach. After you, dear.
The wagon coach is on its way. Goodbye, poor sucker, goodbye. Another poor fool is hooked today. Goodbye, my lover,
Come
goodbye.
on, sweetheart. All right, Hank, get moving. Can't keep the preacher waiting.
Butch Cassidy, main road to Laredo.
This is the happiest day of my life. Come on, honey. Drink up. There's more to be had in Laredo.
Oh, thank you. I have some.
Oh, you have some? Well, that's fine. Here.
Hey, Butch, look.
Throw down that gun.
Don't you worry, honey. You're in the hands of experts. Oh, don't shoot, mister. There's an innocent young lady in that coach.
You gents just behave yourself and there won't have to be any trouble.
Oh, we haven't got much money, mister, but we got a lot of goodwill. Would you care to join us in a glass of champagne?
Get back there and shut up. All right, lady, step down out of that coach.
You can't talk to her like that. This is the girl I'm going to marry.
Take their guns, Frankie.
Hey.
The joke's over, mister. You know who you're trying to hold up? I'm Butch Cassidy. And that's the Smiling Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Butch. Glad to hear you admit it. Remember me? I'm Matt Clark, a railroad detective.
Well, I'll be a crummy, low-down... Looks like we're gonna have to postpone the wedding.
Yeah, for a long while. By the time Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Montana try you for your crimes, you'll be in for life.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to bring me to trial first.
Come on, get in the coach. We're going to San Antonio and pick up the rest of your bunch.
Oh, come on.
Now, I guess that'll take care of you two fellas. I'll get together a big posse and we'll go out and pick up the rest of Cassidy's bunch.
I think I'll stick around for the trial, Sheriff.
All right, Mr. Clark.
Goodbye, Butch.
Yeah, so long, Butch.
You and your romances.
Oh, but she was lovely. She was beautiful. She was gorgeous. But can you imagine me being married to a detective? Hey, Dogface! Come on, get us out of here, will you? I almost busted out laughing when I saw that badge on you.
Yeah. Put the sheriff back in his squirrel cage and give him his badge back.
Picture had been circulated throughout the States, Mexico, and South America. Frankie and I were in the doghouse with the chief for mistaking one of Butch's gang for the constable.
Well, I've always wanted to go to South America.
I sure hope we're not taking this long trip for nothing.
I don't know. The customs officials in Mercedes, Uruguay are pretty positive that Butch and the Smiling Kid are living there.
I've alerted the Uruguayan police. They'll meet us at the dock.
This is the life. No detectives, no sheriffs.
That's Butch, all right. You two men cover the exits. Come on, Frankie.
Mucho guilty.
You know what I'm talking about, money, huh? Dinero. In fact, see, I never knew a guy yet that couldn't understand money. Oh, girl, you just made it just right.
Break up, Butch. Be the last you'll have for a long, long time.
Seems to me like I've heard that voice before. Haven't I, Smiley?
Yeah.
All right, stop him back there. December the 5th, Mercedes, Uruguay, South America. Butch Cassidy and the Smiling Kid were killed by the Uruguayan police. This was the end of the Wild Bunch. It took place in a foreign country hundreds of miles away from their killings and robberies.